Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. A great night for baseball ahead on the show. It's the San Diego Padres taking on the St. Louis Cardinals. The headline today, the hitting streak he's been on.
Yeah, an impressive streak. Can he keep it going in this one? Feels like there isn't a pitch he can't hit right now. Looking forward to seeing how they deal with him.
We'll be back to get this one started after this. All right, just about set to go. And for the Cardinals here this afternoon, it's Miles Mikolas. But, Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
Well, I'll say this. Every player wants to perform well at their home ballpark, in front of their fans, in front of the city. And you know this guy no different. He wants to be more effective here. So, you look at the numbers. They haven't been great at home. I'm sure he wants to turn that around, and we'll see if he's able to start that in this one.
Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Burleson in position. One up, one down. Luis Arraez stands in. Carries the 8th best batting average in the National League entering play. And that one hit to first. And he takes it himself for the out. 2 down, base is empty. Here's Manny Machado. Entered the day with the best batting average in the National League. And he gets that fastball by him upstairs.
The high fastball, particularly for young hitters, can be hard to lay off of because you see it so well at eye level, but it's really hard to catch up and get that top hand to work on time.
Chases in the dirt, slider there. And it's in time for the third out, so that'll end. We go to the bottom of the first. Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Victor Scott. Just missed. Darvish was a workhorse the last time out, throwing a complete game. There's the strike.
Yeah, not a lot of pitchers racking up complete games nowadays, so that last start of his really stands out for me. When you can eat innings like that, you take a big weight off your bullpen, and that's very valuable.
Ground ball to the right side, and that's a fair ball. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Brendan Donovan. And a foul ball. Scott on at first. Nobody out. Runner on the go. Throw. Save. That's a stolen base.
Well, we all know this team is struggling right now, and sometimes you just got to do something different to generate some offense. A little more aggressive right there to put the pressure on the opponent. We'll see if it pays off on the scoreboard for this team.
Zips it to first. One gone, bottom half of the first. Ivan Herrera in the box now. No balls and a strike. Runner breaks for third. Ball misses. Throw to third. Save. And the go-ahead run is now only 90 feet away. And that is out of play. The Padres could really use a win here in the thick of the postseason hunt.
And every game seems bigger once you get past the All-Star break.
That's to third. Machado in there safely. Here's Nolan Gorman. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon.
Nolan Gorman.
Just missed. Next offering is in for a strike. There's a swing and a miss.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
So digging in, Alec Burleson. In for a strike. 0-1. Swing and a miss. as he was out front that time. Foul ball, still 0-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Here's the 0-2. In the air, left field. Right there is Laureano. Squeezes it, and that's the third out. Back here at Busch Stadium, and now the first baseman, Ryan O'Hearn. Michaelis back to work. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one. Michaelis with some less than fantastic work on the hill lately. That one is absolutely belted. And one hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Now around second, going for third. The relay, the tag, and he's out, trying for three. Jackson Merrill, the next up for the Padres. That misses. Ball one.
Even the best pitchers of all time have had stretches where nothing was working for him on the mound. Maybe he needs to have his turn in the rotation skipped or something. Get his mind right to get back on track.
Nope, outside.
That one fouled off, 2-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Chased the fastball up the ladder for strike three. Laureano comes up to hit. Grounds one to short. Win. Over to first, and Laureano is. We head to the bottom of the second. Now up for St. Louis, Mason Wynn. Swing and a ground ball, and foul ball.
Well, here's an interesting stat on Darvish. He has more than 100 wins in his big league career. The only Japanese-born pitcher with more wins is Hideo Nomo, a former teammate.
And that's a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one down the line, and it goes just foul. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Got him swinging.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Willson Contreras stands in now and watches strike one. 0-2 now as he swings through it. One out, base is empty. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still finds a way to get off a throw, and they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the misplay. Nolan Arenado, the next to hit, takes outside. Next pitch is downstairs.
Hey.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
On the ground, right side. Cronenworth gets it to first, and they get Arenado for the out. Back here in St. Louis, new inning getting started. Here's the second baseman, Jake Cronenworth. Fastball for a strike. Michaelis, multi-time All-Star. He features a four-seam fastball, a slider, a sinker, a curve, and he works in a changeup. And there's a hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Gets down, base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. And here comes Xander Bogaerts.
Not getting the results he's wanted at the plate recently. Barely hitting over the Mendoza line this month.
The shortstop takes the ball. Swing and a miss, strike one.
Good late
one
sink
ball,
on
one
that
strike.
fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel
Ball,
to
that's
it.
high.
And that one a little bit high. Hit on the ground, might be two. Donovan for one. Relay to first, double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Burleson on a dead sprint, racing back. Can't get there. This one lands foul. Breaking ball inside, and it's 1-1. So after the double play, he's trying to pick up his teammate and tie this game. Swing and a miss as he was late.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Gets a piece and stays alive.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
The next
That's
offering
it. Ball
misses, and the count's even at 2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Tatis waits.
3-2.
8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. High fly ball out towards left center. Siani sizes this one up. Brings it in. And that's the 3rd out. And we're back. Now batting Michael Siani. That's in for a strike. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there. Caught him looking for the K.
No, that was a pretty poor at bat. He just never got the bat off his shoulder. I mean, you got to go up there looking to swing at some point, especially once you're down 0-2. And at that point, make an adjustment, look to put the ball in play if it's anywhere close. And I'm just not sure what the plan was there.
Ground ball left side. Throws across the diamond, and 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the 3rd. Donovan in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Next offering is in for a strike. On the ground to the left, Bogaerts whips it across. Darvish gets him 1-2-3. Back here in St. Louis, now the number 2 hitter, Luis Arraez. Hit in the air out to center field. Scott corrals it. And a quick out number 1. Here's Machado. 0 for 1 so far. Line drive. Contreras takes it to the bag. Steps on first, and it's out number 2. Ryan O'Hearn comes up to hit. And first offering is fouled off. 2 outs, base is empty. Foul ball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Nope.
Just
ball
misses. And the count 1-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And the next pitch is way outside. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. On the ground, right side to first, and he has thrown 4 shutout. Ready to go, bottom 4, and now it's Ivan Herrera. There's the strike.
You know, these Cards showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Swing and a chopper out to short. Bogaerts with the throw to first. Already 2 gone here in the home 4th. That one to first. O'Hearn takes it himself. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Michaelis back to work. That one the other way. Sends it across to first. And the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th. Here's Ramon Laureano. Way outside. And it's 1-0.
These hitters are going to have to find a way to be a little more patient, see more pitches per at bat. Otherwise, that bullpen's not going to have to work over there, and it's going to be advantage pitching all game long.
And it stays fair. 1 down. Jake Cronenworth, the next to hit. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Now this is in the air down the line. Hauls it in for the out. Freddie Fermin, the next up for the Padres. And he's already singled in this game. First pitch misses.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
And that one fouled off. Now a bullet to second base, but he's got it to end the inning. And that's in for a strike. Ripped to first, caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Darvish kicks, delivers. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And they have their first base runner since the first inning.
He was all over that one. There's nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield.
Runner takes off. That one fouled off. And that drops in for a strike. Outside low. Now 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Swing and a base hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second, now 1 out.
Back-to-back singles. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did.
Now this one gets through. Headed for the plate. Here comes the throw.
That's 3 singles in a row. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
First and second, 1 out. And now the center fielder, Victor Scott. O'Hearn. On to Bogaerts. Back to first. Not in time.
Well, that's great hustle out of the box to get down the line, knowing that a double play will end the inning. Good job at the finish, reaching out for the bag. Now they got runners on the corners and still an opportunity to pick up some runs.
Machado throws to first in time. Inning over, and it could have been worse. But the RBI single pushes across a run. And it's 2-zip. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Start of the 6th, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading off, Xander Bogaerts. Lifted in the air, right field. Burleson makes the grab, 1 away. And the batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr. Late swing fouled off. Tatis, a former All-Star, 26 years old, and he's been electric at the plate with 7 home runs in his last 10 games. Oh, nice play. Boots it.
Now that is
One gone, runner at first. Stepping in, Luis Arraez. 0 for 2 in this one. Michaelis throws to first.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run.
Runner on the go. Swing and a miss. The throw, tag, and he's out.
Now, I got to admit, I'm kind of shocked he got caught stealing right there because of how big the lead was over at first base. Catcher doesn't throw very well either, but for whatever reasons, things came together, and they got the out at second. Really impressive job, I'd say.
Up the middle. Tosses to first. And that is the third out. That one finds the zone. And it's 0-1. Line drive, base hit. And a good start to the inning. So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Nolan Gorman. On the ground left side, 6, 4, 3. And they turn the double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
On the ground, handled by Machado. Sends it to first. Inning over. Nothing doing. Back here in St. Louis, here's the third baseman, Manny Machado. This one smoked, could be trouble. Around first, heading for 2. And he starts the 7th with a leadoff double. Runner in scoring position, no outs. Ryan O'Hearn, the next up for the Padres. 1 for 2. On the ground to third, Arenado zips it across. That's the first out, the top of the 7th.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
Crushed. Left center field. This one's deep. Forget it. He muscles that one out of here. His 14th of the year. And we have a tie ball game. It's 2-2. He ambushed him right there, Siggy.
Yeah, swinging on that first pitch, and I think losing one over the fence is exactly what he had in mind as well. With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout.
Now pitching
Ramon
for the
Laureano,
Cardinals.
the next up for the Padres.
Number 49.
Dives and he can't hang on. He makes the throw, but it's not in time. And he's on at first.
Everything came together for him. Fielder got a piece of it, but the way that thing came off the bat, no surprise at all. He couldn't pick it cleanly. It's a very difficult play, and that swing definitely was deserving of a hit.
And fouled off. One away. Tie game. Go-ahead run stands at first.
Ball inside.
Movement in the bullpen for the Cardinals. JoJo Romero getting loose out there. Thompson warming up as well. Outside low. 2-1.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Hammered down the line. Should be extra bases. Around third. The relay. He's safe. 3-2. They take the lead.
Picks himself up an RBI. Loud contact, leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Now it's going to be Freddie Fermin. Looks like it'll be a pinch hitter, Gavin Sheets. He gets a chance with a runner in scoring position and one gone. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Base hit. Cronenworth comes around and scores. And it's an RBI single, and they lead by 2.
Now
4 hits in a row, and they're really swinging it here. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. Here's Bogaerts now. That one found hard the other way.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2. Get out of this.
Maybe a 2-ball. 5, 4, 3, double play. And the inning is over. 4 runs. Now into the game, Iglesias Diaz. He takes over behind the plate.
Number 17.
Turned on, but that's foul down the third baseline.
You know, these Cardinals just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
Cronenworth throws on to first, and they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there. And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game. Another multi-hit game for him. He's been really hot lately. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one.
Glove flip for 1 onto O'Hearn. 2.
Now pitching.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Zach
Number
Thompson.
57.
This is his 3rd time out this year.
Thompson.
Tatis in
ball
now.
1.
Takes ball 1 off the plate. Up the middle, and that one finds its way through. So a runner aboard to start the inning. So now the DH spot, Luis Arraez. And a little something extra at stake in this at bat, as he's hitless so far with his hitting streak in jeopardy.
0-1's the count.
And the 0-1. Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Now batting. Third baseman.
And now it's Manny Machado. Padres a golden opportunity with one of their best hitters at the plate. Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone.
0-1.
Outside.
That's a ball.
1 ball, 1 strike. Fought off foul. And that's outside.
That ball went out.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. The pitch. And now the count is full. And another power hitter lurking in the on-deck circle. And that'll load the bases.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
O'Hearn in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play, or get yourself a...
In the air to left center. Siani coming on. He's got it. And that is a big first out.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
And now, Jackson Merrill. He delivered it a big way back in the 7th, Singy.
Absolutely. A 2-run shot that really looms pretty large in this game right now.
Ball. That's
At the
inside.
dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
And the
Ball
slider
inside.
just misses.
Look, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow
outside.
everything down.
So they're all loaded up.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch.
Base hit, 1 run in already. The throw home. In there, he's safe.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Here comes the skipper. And
Now pitching. for
Ramon
the
Laureano,
Cardinals.
the next up for the Padres.
Number 47.
He's been really clutch with runners in scoring position this season, so they'll have to be extra careful in this matchup.
Ground ball right side, and that's just foul. 2 on, 1 out.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
In the dirt, nice job behind the plate. The 1-1 is fouled off. Traffic on the bases with 2 already in to score, and we're in the top of the 8th. The other way, pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. Next for the Padres, Jake Cronenworth.
I know.
Pinch hitter coming on, Luis Campusano. 2 runners in scoring position with 2 away for him. Here's Elias Diaz getting his first appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench defensively. On the ground right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. 2 runs in the inning, but they strand 3. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Padres 6 and the Cardinals 2. Now into the ball game on defense, Jose Iglesias. He'll play second.
base.
And first
Number
offering
7.
is fouled off.
Jose Iglesias.
Just missed. Darvish still out there to pitch the 8th and working with a big lead.
He's been excellent, really on his game in this one, and at this point, he wants to finish what he started.
And he beats it. That's a hit. Great try there.
It doesn't really matter where you are in the lineup. Your job is to get on base and try to start a rally if you're leading off it.
Machado. There's 1.
He's out.
Onto O'Hearn. 2.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Donovan in the box now. No balls and a strike. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And this one looks like trouble. Now he'll turn for second. And he's in there standing up with a 2-out double.
I love the approach he had right there with that pitch. Not trying to do too much, but still looking to drive it, and that's exactly what he's able to do.
Onto O'Hearn. That's the inning. King back to work. Swings and misses. That's strike 1.
Big time jam right there. I hate it as a hitter, but standing in center field, you can't help but chuckle a little bit.
Ball.
The shortstop takes the ball. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Quinn Matthews getting ready to go. O'Brien also getting ready. Out towards left center. Scott on his way over. And it's caught for the out.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Tatis now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. And no one can get there. And the Padres have a man aboard with 1 out. And now Luis Arraez. That one pushed foul. King measures 6 feet 2 inches, 215 pounds, and he was a 10th round pick. back in 2017. Siani makes his way towards it, brings it in, and there's 2 away. Manny Machado up to the plate. And the first offering is not close. Next offering is fouled back. Swing and a line drive slicing into right field and makes the grab. And we're back. Now it's the DH, Nolan Gorman. That one's in there. That's strike 1.
I mean, his pitch efficiency, ability to get ahead in the count, at times pitch to contact, let the defense work behind him. That's why he's still in the game here in the 9th inning. And with that kind of power at the plate, they'll gladly take the single to the opposite field.
Man at first, nobody out. And now the right fielder, Alec Burleson. Slider for a strike. You just don't see it that much anymore. A guy being this efficient and getting this deep into the game.
I wonder if he's going to be able to close it out. There's just something about that 9th inning. But being at under 100 pitches, he's still got plenty of fuel left in the tank. That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Liner, base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone. And up to hit is Willson Contreras. And that's in for a strike. 0-1. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Gorman rounds third, headed for the plate. He's safe as he gets his hand in. It's 6-3.
Well done. Narrows the deficit with the RBI there. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit. Now a huge at bat in this game.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. That does it for you, Darvish, and a nice effort out of him, no doubt. Mason Miller comes out trying to close it out.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
That's in there. And it's 0-2.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone.
1 at second. That's a double play. The ball game is over.
After 4 wins in a row, you start to think a little bit that you're on a roll, and that's the momentum that just takes on a life of its own. Players start hitting up and down the lineup. You never know who's going to come up with the big hit, who's going to come out of the bullpen and get the big outs, but it's a good feeling, and you want to extend it.
6-3 our final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us. Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the San Diego Padres taking on the St. Louis Cardinals. We get a chance to watch one of the hottest bats in the game. He's been huge for his team, Singy.
Yeah, just impressive contact and seems to find every gap available, Boog. I can't wait to see him in action in this one. Practically unstoppable as of late.
First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go now. And now here's the starter for St. Louis, Sonny Gray. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of, tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
And that one fouled off. Hit on the ground to short. Win. Fires over to first. And there are two down. Two outs, base is empty. Here's Manny Machado now. And Manny gets a piece. Machado recently taking home Player of the Month honors. Strike two.
And what a show he put on last month, Boog. Really impressive work at the dish, and I'm sure his teammates and the coaching staff appreciate it. Great having a bat like this in the lineup.
Swing and a pop-up. Hampson makes the catch, and that is that. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Victor Scott. Singing he's never finished the season with more stolen bases in his entire career. Swing and a foul out of play. The Padres looking to build momentum towards the postseason, and a win here would certainly help. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. One gone here. Here's Garrett Hampson. Yeah, that's fouled off.
Yeah, and the clubhouse mood swings a little more with each game down the stretch, Boog. Win this one, and they'll be feeling pretty good. Lose it, and maybe some anxiety starts to set in.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. One down, base is empty. Strike three, and that's two in a row.
Well, there appears to be no problem settling in on the mound out there today. It looks pretty tough to start this one, punching out the first two hitters of this ball game. And somebody's going to have to put the bat on the ball, put it in play, and get something going.
This to third. Machado throws to first in time. St. Louis. Top of the second. So digging in now for San Diego, Ryan O'Hearn. Line drive.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can it? I mean, sometimes it gives and sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
Jackson Merrill stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. Cut on and lifted in the air. He's got it. Two down. Two down, base is empty. Laureano comes up to hit. Bounced, and that got the pitcher. Gets it there in time, though, and they come away with an bottom of the inning. And now the DH, Nolan Gorman. And there's a foul ball. And it's quickly 0-2 on the designated hitter. Java Joe with the strikeout.
Well, take a look at the three-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
And he deals. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Throw to first. Out. 2 away now after the drop third strike. And up next for St. Louis, Lars Nootbaar. Fouled off to the right. 0-0 here in the bottom of the second. Out to short, Bogaerts. Fires across the diamond. That's the third out. Gray back to work. And a foul ball.
You know, these Padres definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These batters are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
That one misses in the dirt.
He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means.
And he gets tied up right there.
Well, and those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Next offering is down low. Three and two. The pitch is outside and ball 4. And that's how they get their first base runner of the game. Stepping in for San Diego, Freddie Fermin. Liner caught at second.
That's a big first out of the inning. He showed off his skills catching the line drive, but most importantly, he kept the runner out of scoring position. Things would look a little different if he didn't make that play.
Here's Xander Bogaerts. Hitless in the series so far. He's 0 for 7. And that one lifted in the air center field. Scott makes the grab. 2 down. Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Swings and lines a base hit into left field. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs. Luis Arraez stands in. Line drive. That's a base hit. Runner around third. Now a long throw home. The tag safe. And it's 1-0. And his hitting streak continues. There have been almost no bad days for him in the past month.
This guy's running hot, Boog, and people around the league are paying serious attention to this streak now, especially the pitchers that are trying to slow him down.
And a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. Now the third baseman, Manny Machado. Flied out his first time. Line, and that's a base hit. 1 run's in. Throw in holds that trail runner at third base. They're at the corners with 2 away. And that extends his hitting streak yet again. This is starting to get pretty interesting, Singy.
Yeah, and the way he's going, it seems like there's no end in sight. This is a guy that no pitcher wants to face right now, especially with runners on base. I mean, he's doing all the little things right, and it just seems like he's in cruise control at the plate.
Ryan O'Hearn comes up to hit. And ball 1.
Well, he's just given up 3 straight hits, and now behind in this count to this hitter. Might be a good time for somebody to call a timeout. Maybe the pitching coach go out there and talk to him just a little bit.
And a foul ball. Arraez at third. Machado at first. 2 out of the inning. Now a fly ball to right center. Siani gets under it. Nabs it. And that'll do it. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Padres 2 and the Cardinals 0. Back here at Busch Stadium as we go to the last of the third. And now the veteran third baseman, Nolan Arenado. Musgrove in his 10th season, 32 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2011. On its way to the corner, and a foul ball.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
That's towards center. Merrill settles under this one. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. One away. Pedro Pajes getting ready to hit. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
In the on-deck circle, you really want to use that opportunity to see some pitches and time up the fastball. Last thing you want to do is miss a good hittable fastball early in the count.
One down, base is empty. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Now it's the right fielder, Michael Siani. That's in there. Strike one.
First pitch strike right there for him. He's going to have to do that consistently if he's going to give any length to his skipper.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. And that's outside. Man at first, 1 away. On the ground, a second, might be 2. Spin throw, that's 1. To first, not in time. Great effort there. Back to the top of the lineup. Now a chance for Victor Scott. And he hits a ground ball right side, and he can't come up with it. And no shot to get him at first. There's 2 aboard. And stepping in is the speedy Garrett Hampson. Strike 1. Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He picks up his 5th. Back here in St. Louis, leading off, Jackson Merrill. Curve, hit right back to him. Tosses to first. That's the first out in the top of the 4th. Here's Ramon Laureano. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
Something I'm noticing in this one is that these hitters are aggressive early in the count. It makes you wonder if that was talked about in the hitters meeting before this game started.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Scott settles under it and makes the catch. And there's 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Now here's Jake Cronenworth. Lifted in the air, right center field. Siani makes the catch, and that'll do it. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now here is Ivan Herrera. Ripped in the air, left field, and a touchdown for a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Here's Nolan Gorman. Oh, he brings it down. Nice play. And very nicely done for the out. Mason Wynn now at the plate. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Throw to first in time.
And good defensive play prevents a run from scoring right there.
Skips in, and excellent work to corral that one. Could have been dangerous. In the air, right field. Tatis sizing this one up. And that will end the inning. And that misses. And that is ball 1. Gets a swing and a miss with the sweeper.
1-1.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, and it's just foul. Next offering is downstairs.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That hit him. And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning. So a man at first. Now here's Xander Bogaerts now. And that one fouled off. Next offering in there for a strike. And that's strike 2.
That's a great take right there. Even though it's a strike, with the situation, runner on first base, you want to keep the ball off the ground. And you swing at that pitch, most likely you roll into a double play.
Stretches out and holds it in.
Gotta love the over-the-shoulder catch. I tell you what, those are really fun to make.
So man aboard, 1 down, and it's Tatis at the plate. 1 for 2. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only 1 away. And here is Luis Arraez. Double play ball to second. There's 1, and that's 2. The pitch. Foul ball there.
You know, these Cards, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
Got him. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game.
Clearly looking out over the plate on that outer third, and that pitch finished right down the middle, just a little bit in, and he couldn't pull the trigger.
And strike 2.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
Swing and a ground ball. Cronenworth throws on to first. And that quickly 2 away. Siani stands in now and watches strike 1. Lifted in the air down the left side. And that's a fair ball.
Well, that's one of those knocks where you almost expect to get some jabs from your teammates when you get back to the dugout. He clearly didn't catch that one on the big part of the bat, just kind of muscled it out there. And, you know, on the mound, it can be pretty frustrating for a pitcher, but you just kind of have to expect those to drop in there sometimes.
And that is the inning. So 1 left. And we're back. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Now Machado up here. He swings and hits a fly ball, center field. Tracks it down for the out. 1 down. Ryan O'Hearn, the next up for the Padres. There's a swing and a drive. Back there. And that ball is out of here. He flexes his power with that swing. It's 3-0. He absolutely feasts on right-handed pitching and devours that one for a homer.
And you can see that's what he expects of himself at bat after at bat. He's that confident. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
Here comes the manager out of the Cardinals dugout, and he'll make a move to the
Now pitching.
So
for
1
the
out, nobody
Cardinals.
on. Next for the Padres, Jackson
57.
Merrill.
Zach
And a ground ball to
Thompson.
first. And he handles it himself for the out. Ramon Laureano, the next up for the Padres. 0 for 2 in this one. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Action in the St. Louis bullpen. Riley O'Brien up and loosening in the pen. Number 49 getting cranked up as well. And that one hammered way back there. And that is a foul ball. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. 2 down, nobody on. That one just misses.
Well, it's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
This one smoked out to left. And puts the squeeze on that one. And that's the 3rd out. But the Padres add to the lead on a solo homer. It's now 3-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here at Busch Stadium, bottom of the 6th. Now it's the second baseman, Garrett Hampson. That's in there. That's strike 1. Hampson, 30 years old now. Usually a shortstop, but today he's starting at second base. Handles, throws to first. Hampson is out. Ivan Herrera next up for the Cardinals. Swings through that one out in front that time.
Well, the one thing he'll find is that a lot of the time the play is to your back. You're moving to your right. You've got to throw back to first base. That's the difference between shortstop and second. You're usually moving into the play at shortstop. Second base, not so much.
That's off the mark. Now 2 balls and a strike. Swings through that one.
2-2.
Line drive. Fair ball. And that drops in for a strike.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Now, it can be so tough as a hitter to pull yourself out of an extended slump, one that lasts for several games, even a week or more. You know, right now, he's really in one, so I'm sure his mind is all over the place, racing, having a hard time sleeping, trying to figure out what can get him back on track, back to feeling more comfortable and settled in the box.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch, keep the at-bat alive.
Merrill makes the grab on the run. The Cards leave one. They trail in this one 3-0.
Now pitching for the
Welcome back. We're in the
Cardinals.
7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Riley O'Brien.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season.
O'Brien.
You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
And there's one down.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
So digging in now for San Diego, Freddie Fermin. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. 1 out, base is empty. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss.
0-2.
That one almost got him. Hit on the ground to the right side. Steps on first for the out. It's Xander Bogaerts now. Right side. And foul ball.
Well, they've kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come. But you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against him.
And it finds its way through for a hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. Now it's Fernando Tatis Jr. Smash to the left side. They get the force, and that is the... Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. Musgrove back to work. That one finds the zone. Strike one. Good job to fight that one off. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. In the air, left side. Laureano trying to get there. And out number 1 on the grab.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Tatis flashes the leather on the run and catch. Left field, way back there. That's back. And it's caught just in front of the wall. Back here in St. Louis, we're at the top of the 8th. Now the number 2 hitter, Luis Arraez.
Number 59.
And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. Action in the pen down there. John King, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Number 49, also throwing. Just missed.
No, that's a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count.
Get out of here, Padres!
Swing and a line drive, and that one's a base hit out into left center field. Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw in, not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Here comes Manny Machado. Out to short, win. Tosses across to first. Machado out of the play.
Now batting, first baseman, Ryan O'Hearn.
And it's fouled away. Popped up to the left into foul ground. And Arenado makes the catch. And there are 2 outs. So 2 down now. And here is Jackson Merrill. 0 for 3 in this one. Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
Next offering misses down and away.
Ball.
2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Slider got him for. Welcome back to the ballpark as we check out the current playoff picture. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1. Musgrove into his 8th inning of work. Singy, he's been good.
Yeah, he's the type of guy that gets better as he gets deeper into the ball game. If you're going to get to him, you get to him early. They didn't do that today. We'll see what happens as this finishes.
Got him looking. Strikeout number 8.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Scott, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Ripped to third and caught.
He put a really good swing on that pitch and hit the ball hard. You know, line drives won't always find a hole, but the more you can hit the ball like that with good exit velo, the better off you're going to be in the long run.
Here's a swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field. And with the inning still alive, here comes the heart of the order. Ivan Herrera next up for the Cardinals. On the ground, right side. They take the force out. That ends the inning.
Now pitching for
We're
the
back.
Cardinals.
It's the top of the 9th. And there's a new pitcher on the mound.
49.
Number 49.
And one thing on him, he's been really good this season at keeping the ball in the park. Not an easy guy to take deep.
Scott snags it, and there's 1 down. Here's the second baseman, Jake Cronenworth. That's to third. Oh, and it hits the base. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. And here's the catcher, Freddie Fermin. So they're making a move for a bat off the bench. Gavin Sheets, runner on first with 1 down for him. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. They got it for out number 2. Now Xander Bogaerts gets a chance to hit. 1 for 3. Swing and a high fly ball right field. And that is that. So coming into the game now on defense, Luis Campusano. He takes over behind the plate.
Number
Gorman leading things off and takes a strike.
No ball. 1 strike.
Tap foul at the plate.
I mean, his pitch efficiency, ability to get ahead in the count, at times pitch to contact, let the defense work behind him. That's why he's still in the game here in the 9th inning.
2 strike.
Stays alive. You just don't see it that much anymore. A guy being this efficient and getting this deep into the game.
I wonder if he's going to be able to close it out. There's just something about that 9th inning. But being at under 100 pitches, he's still got plenty of fuel left in the tank.
Win in the box now. No balls and a strike. Base is empty, 1 away. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Foul ball, still 0-2. Nice grab. Gathers and throws, and they get the out.
Get out of there.
1 out left for the Cardinals. Now up for St. Louis, Lars Nootbaar. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers.
On the ground, and this should do it. Throw to first, ball game. And the Padres take the first 3 games of this 4-game set.
It has become increasingly difficult to throw a complete game shutout because of all of the offensive prowess that these hitters are showing around the league today. But he had total command of this game, and he saw it all the way through to the end. Nice win.
A shutout in this one, 3-0 our final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long. Live from Busch Stadium in St. Louis, Missouri, we've got baseball on the show. It's the San Diego Padres taking on the St. Louis Cardinals. Well, Singy, as we come into this one, it's all about the sweep.
Yeah, and anytime there's a chance for the brooms to come out, the pressure is definitely on. We'll see if they can find a way to salvage at least one in this series.
And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Just about set to go. Pitching in our game today, Matthew Liberatore. What should we keep an eye on here?
Yeah, and as Whip tells you, he's been pretty effective this year on the mound. I mean, opposing hitters having a hard time getting on base and then being able to really distract him and do damage in terms of getting around the base path. So, taking the mound, this is a guy you want out there if you're his teammate, and I expect him to be good in this one.
Two balls, one strike.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That one back there, out of here. The first batter of the game leaves the yard. It's 1-0. Chris, we knew this moment was coming for him soon.
Yep, and it finally came. We knew it was only a matter of time before he's going to connect with one just like that. Just too good of a hitter at the plate. Oh, you got to love a game that brings some action from the jump. And at the plate, he was looking for a pitch to absolutely drive. And, you know, leadoff hitters aren't up there anymore just working the count, trying to get on. They're looking to make some noise and do some damage.
And here comes Xander Bogaerts. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here in the finale of this 4-game set. That's out to center field. Siani should have this one. Hauls it in, and there's one away. Here's Machado. 3 hits and 12 trips so far in the series. He swings and fouls one off. One down, base is empty. And that skips in the dirt.
2 strikes.
Ripped on the ground to second. Machado is out. 2 down, base is empty. Luis Arraez stands in. That one laced to center and a base hit. And that extends the inning. Next, it's the catcher for the Padres, Luis Campusano.
I'm liking what I've seen from him at the dish lately. Can make it a 5-game hitting streak with a knock in this one.
Two outs.
Ball, that's just out.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
And there's a ball.
2.
Arraez off of first with 2 away. Swing and a ball driven out to center. Siani going back. Reaching for it and brings it in. Looking back at the solo blast that led off the game. It's now 1-0. You're watching Padres baseball on the show, San Diego. Bottom of the first. Here's the center fielder, Michael Siani. On the ground to third. On to O'Hearn. 1 up, 1 down. Here's Garrett Hampson. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Pivetta notched a complete game the last time on the hill. Hammered down the right side, but foul.
Boog, I bet he got some fist bumps from the relief crew after that shutout. I'm sure they appreciated how he gave them the day off.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, that's a curveball that I'm sure he wants back at the plate. 2 strikes, the sort of pitch you're hoping for. A bit of a mistake, and I'd say in a very hittable location. But clearly the break was enough to get him to swing through it.
Headed towards the corner. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. And the batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr. Swings through that one for strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Out to short, Hampson. And they take care of Tatis for the out. Laureano comes up to hit. Just 2 for 11 in the series so far. That one misses. Ball 1.
Let's go, Matthew.
That's
Ball,
inside.
that's off the plate.
And a big swing and a miss.
As a hitter, you got to learn something from that pitch. He clearly wasn't timed up on the fastball. In a 2-0 count, you have to be ready to do damage.
And that one is lifted in the air. Burleson makes the play. 2 down. And now the center fielder, Jackson Merrill. And that one just missed off the outside edge. Fly ball center field, Siani. And that is that. Back here in St. Louis, bottom half of inning number 2. Now it's the DH, Nolan Gorman. Hammered on a line to the left, base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
There's the strike. Late swing, foul to the left. On the ground, 2 ball. Iglesias tossed to second, on to first, double play.
Oh man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
And now it's going to be Lars Nootbaar. That one's in there, 0-1. And there's a hit. And that gives Willson Contreras a chance to hit with 2 out. Willson Contreras now up to the plate. And that is out of play. Swing and a liner foul off to the right. Nootbaar off of first with 2 away. Went with the sweeper, but it misses. That's to third. The throw to first, and Contreras is retired. Liberator back to work. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Just off the outside edge, and the count is 1-1. O'Hearn matched a homer in his last game. Hit in the air left field. Nootbaar moves under it. And there's 1 away. So the batting order turns over. Jose Iglesias will hit next. Ground ball right side. It squirts through. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Slice the other way and foul. Man at first, 1 away. Ball
I got a
one
ball,
there.
one strike.
Bogaerts, who wears that number 2 on his back for his idol, Derek Jeter. And that's,
Nope, that's off the plate.
the
Ball
inside
2.
edge. And a count 2-1. Struck him out swinging. Ugly hack on the off-speed pitch in the dirt. Here's Manny Machado. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. Swinging a foul straight back. Machado, a multi-Gold Glove Award winner, hitting 3rd in the lineup. He's knocked in 9 over his last 10 games. Outside with a breaking ball. That one finds the zone. That is strike 2. And delivers outside.
Out.
This one in the air, center field. And that is that. One left. Set for the bottom of the 3rd. And the batter now, Nolan Arenado. Hammered. And now maybe extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. And he starts the bottom of the 3rd with a double.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game. But all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Pedro Pajes in the box now as he leaves that one up high.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Just missed.
Well, the offense really struggled last night. I mean, it was awful. So I think picking up a run right here, that's going to get him going a little bit.
O'Hearn takes it himself. 1 gone, bottom of the 3rd inning.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. It's early, but you still want to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
Arenado stands at 3rd with 1 gone in the inning. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. Huge strikeout there.
Well, this is where the team aspect really comes into play on the offensive side of the game, right? I mean, missed opportunity to tie it up with the runner at 3rd, 1 out, couldn't put the ball in play. So now it's time to pick him up, and that's where good.
He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. And a curve misses outside, and that's ball 1. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
Ground ball up the middle. Donovan throws to first. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th. Luis Campusano, the next up for the Padres. And first offering is fouled off. 1 out, bases empty. Next offering is fouled back.
Ball.
Straighten him up a little bit.
1 ball, 2 strikes the count.
And that's down and away. And that one in the air, center field. Siani under it. Drops into the glove. And there's 2 down. Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here. Grounded out to short in his first trip. Swings through that.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul at a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. Tatis waits. Into center. Siani coming on. Makes a nice running catch. And that. The right-hander back to work. Fouled off. He was late. That one the other way, and it goes just foul. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Here's Nolan Gorman. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Laureano makes the grab for the second out. So up next, Alec Burleson. Right through there for a strike.
Now, this guy is just filling up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
Left-hand batter waits. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Just misses with that one. And it stays fair. And now here is Lars Nootbaar. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Line drive. Come on.
That'll drive you crazy as a hitter if you let it. I mean, he couldn't have hit that ball more on the screws than he did, and yet he's got nothing to show for it. Hang with him. I know the feeling. He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
And that's ball one. Base is empty, one away, and we're at the top of the fifth. On the ground at first. Contreras steps on the bag, and the first two set down in the top of the fifth. Two outs, base is empty. Ryan O'Hearn comes up to hit. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Nootbaar has this one sized up. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Off to a good start with a leadoff dive.
Waste no time there. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
To second, there's one. Onto O'Hearn. Two.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
And first offering is fouled off. Two outs, base is empty. Swing and a miss. 0-2 now.
No balls, 2 strikes.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Got him. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Redbirds down quietly. And it remains 1-0. And we're back. Now it's the second baseman, Jose Iglesias. Up the middle. On the run. Sends it over to first. Nicely done for the out. Here comes X to the plate. 0 for 2 in this one. And a rope into center field, base hit. And they have their first base runner since the 3rd inning. And now it's Manny Machado having a huge season. Comes into the day leading the league in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories. Yeah, that's fouled off. Next pitch is downstairs. And Manny gets a piece. Here's a 1-2. To third. Donovan for one. And that's 2. Pivetta back to work. And fouled off.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
Struck him out looking.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink.
And meanwhile, this a fair ball down the left field line. Now he'll turn for second. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Challenged him with the fastball right in the heart of the zone. And he was.
Runner takes off for third. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to third, and he's in there easily. And the tying run is now only 90 feet away. In the air out towards right center. Squeezes it. Runner tagging from third. Throw home, not in time. The run scores. It's 1-1.
There you go. Nice little RBI there. It's a great at bat. Got the job done.
Nolan Gorman next up for the Cardinals. He is singled and he is flied to left.
Gorman.
Fought off foul.
He didn't want to give up that run, but he did. Got the fly ball, sac fly out. Now it's time to attack these other guys. Get your team back in the dugout.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. And that will end the inning. So it's 1 run. Back here in St. Louis, top of inning number 7. And now the DH, Luis Arraez. Out there to center. Siani makes the grab on the run.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Swinging a foul straight back. On the ground to third. And that's an out. So digging in, Fernando Tatis Jr. That misses the zone. Ball one.
The offense needs to start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make him work a little bit harder.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. 2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And a nice inning of work there. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
Right fielder, Alec Burleson.
Towards first, O'Hearn. Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
0-2.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Fouls that off to the left, and will do it again. One down, base is empty. That one ripped. And it looks like trouble. Around first, heading for 2. And he's into second base with one away as the go-ahead run.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat at after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Just a very nice approach and swing right there to use the big part of the field. Everything was on time. He stayed balanced through the entire swing and just launched that one into center. Really important at bat coming up now.
Next offering upstairs. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
2 balls.
1 out.
strikes.
The go-ahead run is at second. Just a weak fly ball this time. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 away.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front
Now
shoulder
batting,
coming open
third
instead of
baseman,
staying closed. If he
Nolan
does that, he's going to be
Arenado.
able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
This to third. And it stays fair. Coming home. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and they take the lead in the 7th.
Comes through with the RBI. Just found a way to slap that ball down the third baseline. That's really excellent bat control, and it kind of goes back to all those drills you see hitters do off the tee where it's placed in different spots. That was just nice.
Arenado, the runner at first with 2 gone. In the air, right side. And that is that. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit, and it's now a 2-1 ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Digging in, Ramon Laureano.
Now pitching for the Cardinals.
Tap
Number
foul at the
59.
plate.
Well, on paper, it's favorable to have a fairly quick inning here with 2 of the 3 hitters he's set to face batting from the left side, same side he throws from.
Out to center. Siani settles underneath it, makes the catch, and there's 1 gone. Now at the plate, Jackson Merrill. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. And a base hit right there. And the tying run is on base. Stepping in for San Diego, Ryan O'Hearn. There's a strike.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here.
0-1.
Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Next
got
offering
1 ball,
way
1
off the
strike.
plate.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
And the count 1-2.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base. Trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Swung on, belted. Should be extra bases. Merrill headed for the plate. He'll score.
Big RBI for him right there. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws. And a huge opportunity now to grab the lead at this point in the game.
1 out, runner at second. Jose Iglesias gets a chance to hit now. He's already homered in this game. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
0-1's the count.
Line drive, Donovan throws to first in time, and they got him. And here is Xander Bogaerts. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Bogaerts swings through that one.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
And downstairs. That one just misses, and the count is even 2-2.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
And that one missing inside a sharp slider. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
That's a tough one to swallow.
Now pitching
Manny
for the
Machado
Cardinals.
to the dish for a pivotal
Number
at-bat.
47.
And a little something extra at stake in this at-bat as he's hitless so far with his hitting streak in jeopardy.
Some hitters are just more confident they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. Runner from third in to score. And it's an RBI single. They lead it in the 8th.
And that hit carries a little extra meaning, Boog. It keeps his hitting streak going. He is dialed in at the dish right now.
I don't think there's a more confident hitter in all of baseball right now. Looks like he's expecting a knock every time he steps to the plate. Luis Arraez, the next up for the Padres. Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the 3rd out. A couple of runs in the inning puts them ahead. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Padres 3 and the Cardinals 2. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. Now batting Michael Siani. Late with the swing there.
So impressive how the velo is still there even this deep into the outing.
Swing and a miss.
0-2 is the count.
Swing and a chopper. Iglesias in plenty of time to first. One gone to the bottom of the 8th.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
That's a strike across the top of the zone.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Now, this pitching staff has been merciless against him in this one. I mean, he struck out 6 times in this series, and we've seen...
Can't glove it cleanly. Still able to fire over. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Back here at Busch Stadium, here's the catcher, Luis Campusano. King back to work. Hit hard on the ground to short. Hampson on to first. And they get the leadoff man in the 9th. In steps El Nino, Fernando Tatis Jr. And a swing and a miss.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
Line to left, and that's a fair ball. Makes the turn and heads for second. And that's a double.
A late jump, and I think that was the difference on the play, Boog. It's not always easy seeing the ball off the bat. Something to improve.
Here's Ramon Laureano. 3 flyouts already. He's 0 for 3. And there's a foul ball. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. Rips that one to right. He dives, but he can't make the catch. Into third now. So runners at the corners and 1 out.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Here's the center fielder, Jackson Merrill. And a base hit knocks in a run.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
And now Ryan O'Hearn.
I'm curious how he decides to attack on the mound. This guy at the plate has been great hitting under pressure this year.
That's a strike. And that one sliced foul. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Here's the second baseman, Jose Iglesias. He had a big swing for these guys way back in the 1st inning.
Yeah, Boog, he didn't waste any time in this one. The solo shot really got his team going, and he's looking for more right here.
That clips the corner. 2 aboard, 2 outs. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. In the air, right field, pretty well struck. Dives, but it falls, and now it looks like extra bases. One run across, another scores. 2 runs in on the play, safe, and that's his 3rd hit. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
Now pitching.
Sole runner at third, 2 men out. Here's Bogaerts now.
Riley O'Brien.
And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
2 outs and a runner at third here at the top of the 9th.
Aye.
This one in the dirt, and well done to keep it close. Base hit and a run in to score. Two outs, runner at first. Manny Machado up to the plate. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Zach Thompson up and throwing. Number 49, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
0-2.
That's
One
way
ball,
outside,
2 strikes.
and it's 1-2. Oh, that hit him. Still able to get it there in time, and they do get the out. They get 4 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and leave 1. On to the bottom of inning number 9. 4, 5, 6 coming up. Back here in St. Louis, last chance for the home team. Now it's the DH, Nolan Gorman. That one finds the zone, and that is strike 1. Yeah, a big swing and a miss.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Swings and misses. That's his 8th strikeout of the game.
Well, he's been racking up the strikeouts, and what's so impressive, not walking anyone. I mean, this guy's just going right after hitters, filling up the strike zone, and it looks like hitters, they're trying to think with him, but they just are a pitch behind. Dominating stuff out there on the mound. I mean, his pitch efficiency, ability to get ahead in the count, at times pitch to contact, let the defense work behind him. That's why he's...
Oh, look at this. On the money. Nice play.
Look at how he dives right there. Is able to pop up to both knees. Not enough time to get to his feet, but he threw a cannon across the diamond to get the runner.
Nootbaar in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. In the air, left field, down the line, and that will drop foul. You just don't see it that much anymore. A guy being this efficient and getting this deep. Hammered, base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Perfect example right there. A hitter who hits the ball on the outside part of the plate the other way has to trust his hands and let the ball travel a little bit deeper.
Pulls that one foul. They're down to their final strike. 1 strike away. Got him, and that's the ball game.
It seemed like from the first pitch of this ball game, this guy was going to get it done. A quality start. Who knew he'd throw a complete game and get the victory? But an excellent job of continuing to just throw what the catcher put down. He navigated through this ball game, a jam here, a jam there, but ultimately it was an outstanding outing.
7-2 your final here today. And the road team picks up the win and picks up a sweep. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.